test 2, and we're talking a little bit about the final assessment and what's our plan for the next couple of days. Firstly, Letu, I'm putting it on record. You can quote me on this. I do apologize profusely in terms of what has transpired with the marking of the MCQ cards and the inability to provide you with your test 2 marks. I set the test such that it's 30% MCQ cards to be marked with the computer, and I like the integrity of the computer and the machine marking it. Unfortunately, the person marking it in the ITSS department has been on leave, and there's been some issues regarding staffing in the ITSS department. So Letu and the rest of the students, please bear with me. It's the 12th of October. We basically have 4 weeks until our exams. And my marks are due by the 2nd or 3rd week. If all else fails, I may have to just take it and mark it at another university because they have mark reading cards as well. Or worst, mark by hand. And I don't want to do that because then I'm just creating the situation where it's okay for things like this to happen and I can manage. In fact, when the printing doesn't work, we go to our friends to print the test. And that has happened. The printer doesn't work. Here, if you can see, I'm using data. Can you see my modem there, Letu? Because the Wi-Fi doesn't work. And I'm creating a situation to say, hey, my Wi-Fi doesn't work, so I've got plan B and it's okay. Whereas you should be protesting. I should be protesting. I want free data. I want Wi-Fi. Right, Letu?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, right. So let's go through some of the questions. The questions for test 2 was, the first one was, one of the 4 functional areas of operations is human resources. The module descriptor is, let me just share my module descriptor for our course. It's ERP, and for this part of the semester, I'm supposed to be talking to you about the HR, human capital resources, right? And let me find where's my module descriptor? Will it be easier to find it like this? So that's why I tested you on that, right? Module DSC DSC RIPTOR. Where's my module descriptor? PGI, Advanced Technology, right? So let's look at the module descriptor. This is like my go-to, my guide. So if you look at my guide, it says the purpose of the module is in relation to the program is to talk about human capital management, enterprise asset management, cost accounting, ERP planning, right? So if you notice, the first question that I dealt with is human resources management, and one of them is in operations and that is true. So let me just share the test with you to show to you that what I'm doing is valid. Let's see the test 1, test 2. Where's test 2 there? There we go, right? So there's a test 2. Right. Right, so it's true. That looks a bit dark. Let's find another one that's easier on the eye. Right, that's better, right? So there's a test 2. Oh, let me tell you about the moderator. She's, for our purposes, we have to have a moderator that's external. Letu, and I have to get one from UKZN, and I'm putting this on record so you can quote me on it. Letu, at DUT, they don't pay the external moderators on time, and not only that, it's a pittance. It's 300 rand to moderate papers, and trust me, if my plumber or the guy who does my gate motor comes over, or electricity, he gets paid more per hour than what a person with a PhD to do it, right? And I can prove to you that I've paid from my own personal account for this person. And I've been quoted as saying, why you do that? They will do it to you do it for you for free, right? Moderate your paper. And led to this, the lecturer, she also said, so I said, no, you can't do that. You can't take someone's expertise and giving credibility to the paper without remunerating them as such, right? And there was one professor that I had as a moderator, and she said outwardly that she doesn't want to do it because she didn't say that it was too little bit, but she said she spends more on coffee when she goes out for coffee with friends than what she'll get paid for the moderation. So yeah. Right, let's go through the questions. This is one of the four functional areas of HR is operations in H. One of the four functional areas of operations is human resources. Yes, that is true. Historically, businesses have had organization structures that separate the functional areas, but business schools have not been organized like that. That's false, right? Information systems that are designed so functional areas share data are called integrated information systems. Yep, that's the whole thing. We don't want to have systems that are work in silos. Sales forecasts are historical records of sales. Not really, right? Not really, according to the text. Some may argue against that. The business process of cash flow management is handled under the accounting and finance functional areas. Yes, that's true. Again, that's part of the module descriptor. So if I look at the module descriptor that I have to deal with you, and that's how I tested you, and it's also in your chapter on the notes that I covered, right? So where's that module descriptor? Oopsies, it's right. If you look at someone looking at the module descriptor will say, oh, they're talking something about cost and management accounting, ERP. Yeah, right. So it's part of the test. So you see how when the moderator looks at the paper to see whether I'm abiding by what appears in the module descriptor. The functional areas of supply chain management sets prices. Not exactly. No, not really. Right? Gut feeling will tell you supply chain. No, it's not. Oh, let's put that on. Let's put the test. Right. So it's not that. The next one, when manufacturing runs out of raw materials, it's known as stockout. Yep, that's true. To avoid stockouts, manufacturers might carry extra raw materials. The excess is known as safety stock. True. That's part of the supply chain management. Accounts receivable are recorded by the Human Resources Management Capital Department. No. If y'all are working, you'll know that that should be by debtors, creditors, finance. Human resources don't deal with that. The business functions of government compliance falls under the supply chain management. No, not really. No, false, right? Which of the following is a functional area of operation supply chain management is, right? Not packaging. Oh, why baking? Running out of options. Which business function is performed by accounting and finance? Cost allocation and control. Right, not benefits. Benefits would be HR, human capital services. Taking sales orders, no. Right? What are computers, people, procedures, and software that store, organize, and deliver information in an organization? That's the information system. Let me come down, sorry. That's what is known as an information system. Right? That's my department, information systems department. And you'll notice that if the people are not here and they are on leave and they are unable to mark the information, the MCQ cards, Letu, then the information system falls apart. Right, Letu?
Right, sir, right.
Right. So some of the, we need software, we need the program to mark the MCQ card. We need the hardware to mark the MCQ card. We need the procedure. Procedure is I got to take it to the receptionist logs it, receptionist give it to whoever is marking and so forth, right? Let's go on. So that was option C. Today's managers are beginning to think in terms of business process. A business process cuts across which functional areas? A business process cuts across marketing and sales, supply chain management, accounting, and finance, human resources. It's all of the above. So 14 is all of the above. Information systems that can be designed so that functional areas of operating data, shared data are called an integrated information system, right? It's not any of the others. Estimates of future product demand, which are the amount of a product that customers want to buy, are called sales forecasting. Forecasting is what happens in the future. So I'm teaching AI, artificial intelligence, predictions, and based on the data that transpired over a couple of months, we can predict that, hey, my famous example, ice cream. Summer months, lots of ice cream sales. So let's go and sell let's predict that December, January, February, there'll be lots of ice cream sales. During winter, maybe coffee sales will go up. That's what we need to. So you are making a prediction in terms of sales. During COVID, one of the predictions that they made was the casual clothing was the sales rocketed. So people bought more pajamas and casual clothing than suits because people were working from home. Let's go to the next question. Which of the following is an input to the marketing and sales functional area? Marketing and sales, it's the per unit cost. And from the per unit cost, we can determine the manufacturing cost, the profit, whatever that goes with it. When purchasing a computer, the functional area responsible for handling the financial health of purchasing the computer is accounting and finance. So if any of you, if you watch the Zambites example, that's our case study from the beginning of the year, they would have dealt with that as well, accounting and finance. Successful business managers view their business operations from a perspective of a satisfied customer. In fact, that's what I've been having an issue with my bank. I'm not going to mention who they are, but my wife deposited some money into an account and into our joint account, and then we needed to access that money. And when I called the bank, they said, no, by the end of the day, it would be cleared. The following day, it wasn't cleared. When I called the bank, they said, no, in 3 days' time. And believe it later, it didn't work. Call them again. Then they said, no, let's 10 working days. I said, this is incorrect because every time they told me end of the day, I was telling my wife, and she was, the following day, she says, oh, it cleared. Oh, good. I said, no, I'm sorry. So I'm not satisfied in the service that I received from the bank because they would keep on telling me that I am going to receive notification of the money being cleared and transferred into our joint account, whatever it is. So I was dissatisfied as a client. And believe it or not, I can share with you the email that I received from them. I actually wrote to them. And I shouldn't be doing that. I'm recording it, right? And they finally said that, well, I did transfer some money into the joint account, but the issue is that I'm not satisfied. And as a client or a customer, that's number one priority. You, as a client and a customer at DUT, are not satisfied in that you haven't received your marks. Technically speaking, I have 2 weeks after a test is written to give you the marks. 2 weeks, and it's ridiculous. It's now gone 3 weeks. You all wrote the test on the 17th of September. Oh, by the way, we don't include like holidays or whatever. There was a holiday after that, right? So you're not satisfied. So a successful business must view the business from the perspective of a customer, not necessarily profit, not necessarily cash flow, not necessarily accurate sales forecasting. Number 20, when manufacturing runs out of raw materials, it's known as, I think I repeated that question. Stock out. Yeah, question number 8 was a true and false. This is the MCQ. Extra mark for you. Safety stock, yes, over-investing in inventory, safety stock. That also was in the true and false. Which of the following outputs would emerge from the accounting and financial function area? Financial report. Which of the following is an input to human resources or human capital? Your personnel, your staff personnel. right? Individual systems for each function area in a business, in a company, are known as silos. Yes, that's the issue that we're facing with. Why is it that one part of a business doesn't communicate with another part of a business? And that's the silo effect. And ERP systems want to avoid sections or subsections working in silos. So if you notice at DUT right now, the ERP system that we're trying to implement is going to prevent this. Everybody works on par. They are working in conjunction with each other. There's no repetition of information. For instance, if you have to do your research proposal, I'll have to fill in all your details, your student number, your surname, your topic. Whereas if it was automated, all I need to do is punch in your student number. It'll give me your details, your student number, surname, what goes with it. Silos are also known as stovepipes, according to the text. True. The complex hardware and system that goes into ERP not available. No, that's false. It has been available. The capabilities of computer hardware doubling is known as, in fact, it's doubling more than that. So that's false. AI, 3-4 years ago, I never spoke about artificial intelligence with you guys. But wow, ChatGPT has really changed things around. Hardware, it's not 18 months. Your qualification is in 3 years' time, 4 years' time. What I talk about, these micro credentials, you need to continuously upgrade your qualifications, your skills. So it's not just computer hardware, and it's not 18 months. Scalability means the piece of equipment can be increased by adding new hardware. Yes, right? To scale, you start. So you do something small, and then you tend to add on more devices or more software, and you say, yes, I can go for that. 29. Oh my goodness, see, there's more questions, right? 29, the software that holds data in an organized fashion is known as a database management system. Yes, database management system. In fact, your ERP system, you can think of it as your database management system. Materials requirements prediction software allows a plant manager to plan production and raw materials by guesstimation. No, not guesstimation. We're not making a guess. That was the one that kind of, no, not guess. The direct computer-to-computer exchange of standard business known as electronic data interchange. True. So in an ERP system, that's what happens there, electronic data interchange. And believe it or not, I found this out recently, our procurement system, yeah, you may know about this. They do things electronically. Then you go to the procurement system, they go take it, they print the document, and you got to sign it. So what's the electronic data interchange, in my view? Something is missing over there if you have to print a document and sign it, right? It's not electronic. I could have done that with my head of department, printed it or handwritten, typed and signed it and brought the copy along. So there's this last step that's not electronically done, right? With the bank yesterday as well, I found that out. Now they wanted you to sign it, scan the document, and email it to them. So as much as we say we are being electronic about the whole situation, as soon as you see, in my personal opinion, view, whatever, if you have to print a document and sign it, scan it, I don't really think it's an electronic copy. It's still hardware-based, soft copy or whatever, right? It's not EDI. The next one, the functional model of business and management was useful for. Good morning. Oh, I've got another student. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Right? Thank you for joining us. So there's another student. There's another student joined us. Thank you. Right. So and we've got 9 people online. Oh boy. Right. So Oopsie, did I lose my? Right, there we go. The functional models of business was useful for decades, still current. No, no, false. That's the whole purpose of me doing micro credentials, teaching you up-to-date stuff. SAP expanded into international, but kept the software in a single language. No, SAP is available in multi-languages, right? In more than one, not just English. SAP can only run on a mainframe. No, we ran S4HANA on our laptops. First semester, right? Not on the mainframe. It used to be like that long time ago. No. False. SAP's goal was to develop a standard software product that can be configured to meet the needs of each company. True. That's, by the way, I've got about 3 or 4 calls in the last 2 weeks where people are telling us that they are having SAP and it's not running on their laptops. Oh, great. I got another student. Thank you. Good morning. Which tells us that at DUT, they want to configure S4HANA to their needs. And they're telling me that the company that was involved in it, to call them up and to train our staff, it's cost a hell of a lot of money. Old system are known as legacy system. That's true. That's true. Legacy systems. Open architecture encourages software companies to develop add-on software. Yes, yes, right. Open architecture. There's the accompanying figure. Data is entered into the system once and used throughout the organization. Yes. First semester, we did master data. I don't know if you can remember that far back, right? The master data records. So at DUT, all the student records, all the staff records will be captured in a master file. And whoever or whichever department needs to access that would be able to access the master data file, and there's no repetition of data. So I'm not keeping your records. The accounting department is not, tax department is not. ERP system allows for data to be entered once, and yes, true, that's the master data record. That's the whole purpose of that, right? Student services. ERP module is a module that automates a specific business function. No, ERP systems can automate more than one, the workflows, processes at an institution. A company's level of data integration is highest when the company uses one vendor to supply all of its ERP. In fact, that's true, right? It's true. You need one vendor. I think it was SAP that S4HANA, I'm not sure which was the company that got the tender, right? But it's also dangerous. You have one person, like what happens with our MCQ marks. We have we use one person to do all of the marking of MCQs, just one person. And when that one person is not available, we are in trouble, right? We are in trouble then. So that's problematic. Let's see, that was what question we are now on? We are, oops, I didn't move down. Let's go down. Let's go down. An important consideration in minimizing the risk of fraud and abuse is defining limits on the dollar value of business transactions that certain. Yes, we did this in audit command language as well. So you specify that a certain amount can be, what is it? True, right? You want to limit the amount of transactions that can be processed. At DUT, when you do a procurement at a certain level, the head of department can sign it off. At another level, you need the dean. At another level, you need the DVC teaching and learning. So staff cannot on their own go and sign off buying chairs. Say we bought the chairs, which we did, right? And I'm trying to get blinds for this room. So if you get blinds, I can't go and say, oh, I want company XYZ to procure the blinds and install it. And I will pay for it, right? Oh, there, Dr. Asogan is calling me back. Hello, Dr. Asogan. Well, thank you, sir. Just to remind you, you are on speaker. I'm in my class right now with my students, and we're having a little bit of an issue with our MCQ marking, sir, where our marks haven't been, our MCQ cards haven't been marked by ITSS. I have followed it up, sir. I'm just keeping you in the loop as program coordinator that the ITSS is having some staffing issues and skills. So layer 2 wanted to get a contact you. I said, but let's follow protocol, which in a way I haven't. So this is just for your information purposes, sir. Yes, sir. My postgraduate test 2 was written on the 17th of September, and no, it hasn't been marked, right? And I'm not the only one. Other staff at DUT are also experiencing that problem. So right. Okay. Well, yeah, it's what I'll do is I'll forward. I've actually escalated it up to the chief information officer, sir. So I thought before I thought I could sort it out without intervention. I don't want to trouble you. So I'll just forward that to you to keep you in copy because my students are a little concerned that it's taking so long. Exactly, sir. Exactly. And the repercussions to this is, sir, in that the exam, I normally set at 10% MCQs and I get it marked by the computer. So if they don't sort out their procedures now, I'm going to have an issue when the exams are to be marked. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you for returning my call. Bye-bye. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Right, bye. Right, Letu, Letu, were you present when I spoke? Were you there?
Yes, but I couldn't hear Dr. Motley.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's all right. I didn't tell him that I'm recording the conversation, but you saw that I wasn't cell phone. See, I just verified that y'all could hear it. Right, right. There we go. There we go. They verified that they heard the conversation. Right, right,
Perfect, perfect.
right. So we got witnesses to the conversation that this has transpired. Right. So. Right. So where are we now? Where are we? Question paper. All right. So we are now on question 41. No, the best practice is the most efficient way of handling a certain. Yes, that's true. Right. SAP. And hopefully SAP does that for us. Right. S for HANA. Our business processes becomes much more efficient. In fact, if you think about it, when the ITSS marks it, they should have been able to upload it directly to the ITSS system. I don't have to capture it. So there is a fault in that. One benefit of an ERP system is that ERP integrates people and data while eliminating the need to update and repair any software. That's true. But in my experience at DUT and trying to implement the system, it hasn't worked, right? Hopefully by you guys learning and the faults of me and right. One benefit, a large company will likely spend $1 million, which includes software and training. In fact, false, they spend much more than that. Because this is being recorded, I don't want to tell you how much they spent. In fact, it goes into the millions. Yeah. Millions. They're trying to implement that. And it's not just implementing or getting the software, it's the training of staff. It's the maintenance of the software, updating the software. Right? So not every company is a good match with the constraints inherent in it. Yeah, not every company. For instance, the Zambike's example. Zambike's, even though we theoretically use the ERP system. Not so. They are too small a company to have used it, right? SAP's internal programming is Visual Basic. No, it's not. ABAP, right? A return on investment is an assessment of an investment's project's value calculated by dividing the value of the project's benefits by the cost. So basically, how much I spend on a project and what I get in return. Now, it can also be an intangible benefit on return. So if I get lower complaints and I get better performance of the system, then I know that, hey, what is it? I'm getting a good value for my money that I spent, right? If a simple return on investment, if Sia came here today and he spent 1 hour with me and he didn't learn anything new, his return on investment for 1 hour was wasted. But if Sia came here and he spoke about his WordPress project with his group and he's did it with his business account and he's going to post and host his website and he's now done it by himself and he's going to update his website, then your return on investment to come to this class and learn something in information technology is valuable, right, Sia? Yeah, just for the recording, yes or no, right? Okay. An income statement shows the company's profit or loss. Yeah, that's what an income statement is, right? That's the accounting talk. When a company has an ERP system, it no longer, that's debatable, but let's just say for argument's sake, it's false, right? They would need the ledger, whether it's electronic or not. A company has the general ledger is maintained. Yes, the ERP system would maintain that, right? Would maintain that, true. SAP or system has a module called accounting and finance. It's not entirely true with SAP S/4HANA. In SAP, general access to the ledger is spread over many modules. True. That's the whole purpose of having modules and module integration with S/4HANA. In a manufactured item, the cost of heating the plant will be considered part of the item's raw materials. No, heating the plant is not so, right? If this was a steel manufacturing, or let's say for the Zambikes example, not so. The using standard cost to accumulate manufacturing costs means that the company does not have to keep actual track of money. False. A company should be keeping a track of what's going on, right, for audit purposes. In activity-based costing, activity-based costing treats overhead costs as more direct than traditional cost accounting methods, according to the text, is true. In activity-based costing, overhead costs are assigned to products based on the manufacturing activities that gave rise to the cost. True. So we can think of Zambikes example again, making of the bamboo bikes and making of the steel bikes and ERP systems help in resolving conflicts in goals, standardization, basic process, and controlling. Yes, that's ERP. That's why we have ERP systems. And the last one, ERP system will require a company to restrict the cost of allocation basis. No, false. It now probably double the cost of allocation. And so that was the section that should have been marked and it hadn't been done. So I got the, like I said, I 60 MCQs. I'm going to give half a mark. That's 30%. And section B, I got to add it. So forgive me. I've taken it up. I'm going to send that email that I received from the CIO. I'll send it off to Dr. Sogan, and I'm going to just send this to Sogan, ASO, Sogan Modley, FYI. Just going to say send, and the email that I received from Chief Financial Officer, and I'm just going to say forward that to Sogan Modley. So hopefully we'll know something by Monday, right? And as soon as I get news of anything, Right? I'm going to send it to you. Right? Okay. All righty. Right, so that covered that. So Sia, you mind sharing your screen with us and showing us what you've done so far with the WordPress assignment? Right, so once your test 2 marks are sorted, I'll share that with you guys, and you show us what you have, at least something, please. Your own. Okay, the group one? Haven't, okay. Nothing you can share with us. Or even the tutorials, you can share that with us. Whatever, it's something I want. Please, Sia. Right, Sia's going to share. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Yes, you did post the link on WhatsApp. Letu, you still with us, Letu?
Yes, Dr. Govender, I'm
Right.
here. Yeah.
Okay. Letu, we're just waiting for Sia to share.
All right, so it's fine.
Yeah, share the link. Share your screen. Share. Go for it. I stopped sharing my screen for you. Was this yours? Yeah, was that yours? Right. So I'm going to share what Sia did. Right. So later, can you see what Sia has been working on? And how long did this take you to do, Sia? 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. So not every day working 2 weeks. Later, can you see his site?
Yes, I can see. I can
Yeah.
see.
Right. So remember last week I called my student the C++ one. Right, let me just find his what was it? I said no, I shared it on WhatsApp. There's my student's tutorial. He called me back. He called me back Saturday. He called me back. His number is still available, right? He called me back. I don't know whether I should call him, but I take my word for it. He did it in WordPress in 2015. That in 2015, I didn't have my doctorate. See, Mr. Govender. Isn't that lovely? There's my my students' work. So I want something like this with you guys. So please, by next week, can you share it with me, and I'll create a Google form where I'll collect your data, right? So give me let's go a sheet.
It can be in business.
No, not any business. Your website. I gave you the assignment on the website. Where's the website assignment? Where did I talk? I think I shared it on the group as well. There we go. There's the builder site. Website assignment. There's website assignment. No, not anything. Not anything. I want. Let's go to my downloads. No, I want. There's my 20% mark for you guys, right? So website creation project using WordPress. This assignment provides students with the opportunity to gain practical experience in web development, web hosting, and documentation, while fostering, excuse me, creativity thinking skills. Must create a project in WordPress.com. You and your group members. I can take 7, right? That's 6, 7. You'll have the opportunity to showcase your creativity, technical skills. It must be related to ERP concepts. I even included except Sia, I gave you an opportunity, right? But Sia, with your, excuse me, with your group members, I'd like it if you can, right? Thank you for coming, but we're almost done. Thank you, pardon? Oh, your group members. Oh, I'm so happy. Just put that on camera, right? So that you are here with your group members. Letu, did you hear that, Letu?
Yes, I did hear that.
Right. So you know what that tells me now? That tells me that we are accomplishing this outcome over here. One of the outcomes for you guys is collaborative learning, cooperative learning. So you are doing collaborative learning. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Collaborative, you are working together, working group work, right? Can you see that, Letu? I'm so happy that this assignment is making that, doing that for you, right? Right. So you're doing collaborative learning. Okay. When it comes to resources required, I can tell you now the MCQ resources is faulty. But I hope you got a nice chair and a nice venue and lecture tutorials and all of that, right? So, right. So I'm happy for that. So let's go on with what this entails. So there's all the concepts that you have to cover. And it's also will benefit you in that I'm not specifying what each group must do. Maybe some of you want to do business processes, some will talk procure to pay, some have talk accounting concepts. This is our syllabus basically for the year, IT 5A and 5B. So at the end of the year, I'm going to, right? There's the damn bikes. Watch that video. You include that. You're going to make a video of yourself. But I want to see your picture in there. I want to see your student number, right? Your contact details. And it becomes personalized. It's your work. right? And I'll share it in a few years' time, even though you may not left duty. And I want, yes, don't forget about ACL data analytics. So I want, and I'll be generous with the marks, I promise. But this is how I'm going to mark it, right? So all right, any questions? Here are some free sites: Netlify, GitHub, Firebase. I just took it for granted where and what it is. But WordPress is what we're using. There's even GoDaddy website. But the problem with GoDaddy is you got to pay for some stuff. And after a month, the site is, if you don't pay, they delete it, right? Letu, are you cool with that, Letu?
Yes, sir, I'm cool, 100%.
Right. So, well, not 100%. I'm only going to get 20% for the cost mark, right? And I have to have the cost mark sorted out by October, end of October, 31st of October, my birthday, right? And also Diwali. Okay. Okay, so any questions about the 20% assignment thingy? Letu?
There's nothing from my side.
Okay. All right. Plus, Letu, you told me, I haven't forgotten, you mentioned that you're going to give me 300 articles, ERP, SAP. Letu? Letu?
I withdraw.
No. Use that for your proposal because next year you're registering for your masters. Letu?
Yes, sir.
That's what I started. That's why I did all of this. I thought I could introduce you to journal articles. Right. And also the diligent high bond. Don't forget that one, right? DILIG, diligent high bond software, right? So please, I think they extended the license till the end of the year. So please feel free to go to the Diligent Academy and access the certification, right? There's a Diligent Academy. This is, I know it's extra, but included in your CV. My first year student, I do certifications with them as well, right? His name is Samuel. And he came to me and he said, sir, there's my CV. By the way, Samuel was supposed to send me a CV. I'll share it with you. And he told me, look at my CV, sir. Made it nice, a resume. He's a first year, he doesn't have much to write. Okay. 1 page, 2 page, and third, fourth, fifth page had his certificates. He did more. He did the learning basics of AI. He did the one on machine learning, and he included that. And he says, now, sir, I understand and see why you made us do it in the test. Because when he was doing it, he was a little bit, sir, giving us extra work. In fact, the first year's complained, I did too much of work with them. And you all never complained, thank God, right? They complained, sir, you didn't give us a holiday because over the holiday, I was WhatsApping them, I was emailing them work. But it made my life easy. So now I can kind of cruise. I've completed the syllabus as such. But that's how first years are. They'll complain. You don't give them, you don't see them, complain. You give them extra work, they'll complain. You WhatsApp them, they complain. So I deleted the WhatsApp group and I only got a WhatsApp group. I call it an undercover WhatsApp group for my students, right? A few of them. So please do this, work on this Diligent Academy. This is extra work. It's for your benefit, right? Right. So go and do it. Did I complete these courses? Yeah, basics of analytics. Let's go to the one called IT governance. Yesterday, Prof. Olive had asked me and looked for those resources. Course catalog. Right, let's just look for IT governance. This is what. Maybe you can do that certification, right? I'm looking for it. It's IT governance. I saw that here some time ago. I was looking at that and I said, it'll be nice to do it. And who's going to write the exam? Letu, are you writing the exam?
Yes, I will.
Letu.
Yes, I'm gonna write the exam.
Good, good. And tell me either which way, whatever happens, right?
All right, sir, I will tell you.
We paid good money for this. Let's see, where's the course? Applications of analytics. Oh, I like this robotics program. Wow. Let's go to the next one. So you have access to all this, each one of you. And each one of you have access to that. Please, I sent so many emails to everyone to get it done. There's the exam. There's the exam, Letu. Right, level 1. That's the exam. For, let's go have a look. There's a view to view the details. Right, you should be doing level. Well, first go and enroll for it. There's the exams here. You can't go and write an exam without doing this work. Right, foundations of analytics. Right, which you did this one here, basics of analytics. But you didn't write the exam. It's an elective. There's the CPE credits. You did this one here, importing and preparing data. Analyzing data, you did this as well. Or some of you. Data science, this is big right now, according to my reading. Data science, AI, predicting, making predictions. And I just started you off on it, right? Let me see, where's I know I saw IT governance somewhere here. Hmm. I did not complete the course. I just did this. I didn't earn it, right? Those are the two that I did. But you should be doing it. You should be completing it as much as possible. Diligent Connect. IT governance, yeah. Because filter by I'm sorry, we don't have access to this one. Oh, there we go. The board certifications are not available to us. So, they talk about you getting certified. Maybe next year we'll get this. I'd like to. So I give you a little bit more than what we're just doing SAP S/4HANA ERP systems. I hope I, in a way, gave you a little extra. Oh my goodness, it says 0% complete. I don't know, it's 60% complete here. What has happened to all my other courses? No, they don't have that there. All right, so include this in your blog or your website, right? So when you completed your work, I will collect it on a form like this. Let me find the form. There we go. I collect your assignments like this, right? So these are my students did this last year. I'll just show you what they did. I'm not sure if it's available. There we go. It's not available. Is it available? Oh, yay! My students' work are available. Right? This is some of the work that they did last year. Now these are engineering students, right? So let me just put the sound on for you, then you can hear it. Letu, you with me, Letu?
Yes, I'm with you.
Right. So I just want to give you some examples of what my students did. Where is this thing about putting your sound up so you can hear the sound? Where is it on the settings?
Yes, I think it's audio settings and then
Yeah.
system. Not that one. Okay. Let me check.
Check for me, please. There's share sound, right? Okay. So later you just tell me if you can hear what my students are doing, right? The work. Sure.
All right.
Right, so let's start this off again.
Good day, my name is Kia Ramdari, the General Manager, Electrical
Yes, I can hear.
Solutions. As you can see, we have just installed a conveyor of solar panels here at duty.
I'm Tashka Madan and I'm the foreman of the site, and these are our technicians working on a project. These are our technicians on site. They are lifting the frame for the solar panel.
As you can see, our technicians are currently completing the wiring. The last technician of the job to put in
Right,
the solar
so my
panels.
Turn up your life with electrolyte solutions.
I don't believe they actually played and put the switches on. They were on Biko campus, this is right. Naughty students, anyway. Right, so they made a video, and there's well, they were pretending that they are the company. By the way, I found the guy Divesh, and I showed him this website, and he was so impressed. He said he wished he learned that at DUT. Right? He also spent money, could ask Ian Lazarus, Professor Ian Lazarus. Divesh worked with him, right? Go to the engineering department. So this really exists, right? So this was the assignment that they did. Right, I'll share this with y'all. So this is an example for y'all to work with. Right. So that's one website that I got there. Do I have another one? Yes, I don't think this GoDaddy website is still available. Oh, yippee-yo, it's still available, right? So my students made this website with GoDaddy. They, again, engineering students, so I kept it to something to do with engineering, batteries, energy flow, who they are, mission and vision statement we spoke about. Check out this video. Oh, there's they also made a video, right?
Having trouble with your car battery? We got your back. Here is our battery chargers that offers
High capacity, eco-friendly options,
long-lasting performance.
wide range, easy installation,
You can see they need to
stay
work
charged,
on
stay connected.
right, right. But they were engineering students. They're not videography students. If I was in the Faculty of Arts and Design, I would have said the lighting is very bad, the background is bad, the sound is bad. But I didn't want to discourage them. I was happy that they did the work, right? That's my purpose. So that was their work. Let me share this as well with you. Copy that. Let's go to another one, and you can see it. I showed you that one. I showed you Sia's one, right? No, I don't need that. Don't need that. Right, this was the example on. Oh, this was the lighting one. I showed you this one here, the lighting example. The 12-volt battery. Y'all can have a look at it. I wonder if the WhatsApp works. Right, let me see if the WhatsApp message works. I'm sure it does. 073-292-8073. I could phone them if you like, but it works. I know it works. I made sure that they don't make fictitious numbers, right? Because in class, I used to call the number, right? Yep. Right, so they did that. Let's see another one. Let's see, this student did, oh, they also did solar panels and solar. Right, so they also created it. Right, they are selling solar panels. This picture is a real picture from Biko campus. They took a picture. They went and they took a picture. There, the solar panel. They went to the venue and they found them. They took a picture. Right. These are all the students. Those are students. I'm not sure if you can see it, how the light. That's why I want blinds in this room so you can see it clearly. But I'll share that with you, all right? Copy that. And there's another example. All right, Wix. Yeah, Wix is the website. Let's go to another one quickly. This one did a book. Browse books. I don't know why they chose books. Oh, the library. There's the library. This is Biko Library. They took a photo there. This is not Biko. Never mind. 3 hours, 4 hours they did it, right? Another set of students did this one. Power electronics. Yeah, there we go. These are my students from last semester, the engineering students. Right. And we had so much of fun and we enjoyed it because I was teaching them simple stuff in my view, right? And they were quite okay with that. And I realized that this brought us so much of joy and happiness when we were teaching. And so I'll share that with you. That's another site. All free of charge, free, nothing, no cost to us. Huh? Oh my goodness, it's under construction. Another student. This one you can see they didn't do much, didn't take pride in their work because they just copied images from the internet, right? I wanted them to make it personal, make it their work. And how I know it's, I never had a single white student in my class. Right, so I know it's not them. Right? Yeah, they got the word DUT, acknowledgement, XR. We took about 6 weeks to do this. I saw them twice a week on a Wednesday and Thursday. And every time they did something, they shared it with me. I went in. And I enjoyed it working with them on that project. I liked it. It was cool. All right, there's another one. Raksha brand. This was clothing. Hey, my students, there's a student there. I'll prove to you that this is my student. I'm sure his cell phone still works, right? Let's see if it works. Let's see. 064 064 703 0851. All my students have my cell number, so let's see if he answers. Oh, he's not answering his phone. But I'm going to share this with y'all so y'all can also. This one, they were selling, oh, accommodation, right? Rental, right? The students actually enjoyed taking photographs. I noticed that, right? These are the students. It was really nice. So this was another one that they did. Here's another one. I'm not showing you other people's work, like example. I'm showing you exactly what happened this year with my students. Here's another one. Why I'm doing this is you can get ideas from them. Oh, they made a video. Let's see their video. This group of students went to the builders, the contractors, and they borrowed the hard hats and they borrowed the green reflective vest, right? They did that. I was so happy. They actually asked me for a letter. I said, I can't give you a letter to go into the building construction site. What if something happens to y'all? I'm not going to take responsibility, right? But I was so pleased with that initiative that they took. Thank you for watching. So, yeah, right? Mm, let's see if there's wheel whisperers. Was this a taxi example? Uh, oh, there's the students made a video on Vimeo. They were doing work and I wanted to make them encourage them to go further, and that's how they came up with these videos. Yeah, there we go. These are students. These are students that made that video. Right? Okay. And making a video, it's not easy. I tried it. I made a 2-minute video. It took me like about I worked it out in terms of hours, about 6 to 8 hours just to do that. So initially it's so easy. You can make a video. Yeah, nah. Right? So I'll share this site with you, Wheel Whisperers. Again, all my students work. I'm not taking group 11. Mm, and let me just share this whole thing with you all. Share. Copy. Oh, copy. Paste. Right. So I'll share that with you. Right. So y'all have an idea of what I want for the assignment. Right. If you want to. Can we call it a day? Letu, can we call it a day, Letu?
Yes, sir. We can call it a day.
Right. Did you see my students from first semester? These are all engineering students, right? And it took them 6 to 8 weeks. We will keep on. It was part of their work. With you, it's just an additional credit or assessment for you to get your 20% and to have group work. And I'm so happy one of the students actually came to be with a group. I don't know how the Joburg people are going to work. So, students, thank you, everybody. I'm so happy. I got some students My philosophy has always been if one student appears, the class goes on. I've never taught an empty class in my 29 years of teaching. And if you're here, you're here. So with that, goodbye, everybody. We're stopping the recording now. And recording has, oopsie, where's the recording? Stop. Record, stop the recording. Stop. And hopefully we'll get the sharing. And bye, Letu.